Imagine living in a world where every thought and action of humanity was filled with evil and violence. People had completely forgotten about God, living without any care for right or wrong. This was the world during Noah's time, a chaotic time when God made a decision that would change history forever. The call of Noah. In the midst of all this corruption, there was one man who stood out: Noah. The Bible describes him as righteous, blameless, and someone who walked faithfully with God. Because of Noah's faith, God chose him for a special mission. God told Noah that he was going to bring a great flood to wipe out all life on earth due to humanity's wickedness. But Noah and his family would be saved. God instructed him to build a massive ark, essentially a huge wooden ship. Building the ark. The ark was no ordinary boat. God gave Noah specific instructions: 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. It was to be made of cypress wood and coated with pitch inside and out to make it waterproof. Despite likely being mocked by people who didn't believe a flood was coming, Noah obeyed God. He worked on the ark for years, trusting in God's plan even when there was no sign of rain. Gathering the animals. Once the ark was ready, God told Noah to gather animals, 2 of every kind, male and female, and 7 pairs of clean animals used for sacrifices. Imagine the sight: lions, elephants, birds, and creeping creatures all making their way to the ark as if guided by an unseen hand. The flood. Then, something unimaginable happened. Rain poured from the sky, and water burst up from the ground. For 40 days and nights, the floodwaters rose, covering mountains and destroying everything that breathed life outside the ark. But inside the ark, Noah, his family, and the animals were safe. They floated on the waters for 150 days until God sent a wind, and the waters began to recede. A new beginning. After months of waiting, the ark finally came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah sent out a raven and then a dove to check if the land had dried. When the dove returned with an olive leaf, Noah knew it was safe to leave the ark. The first thing Noah did upon stepping onto dry land was build an altar to worship God. God made a covenant with Noah, promising never to destroy the earth by flood again. As a sign of this promise, God placed a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Conclusion. The story of Noah's Ark is more than just a tale of judgment. It's a story of obedience, faith, and God's mercy. Despite humanity's failures, God provided a way of salvation through Noah. And just as he kept his promise to Noah, God remains faithful to his promises today. Would you like a video script based on this story?